I can stand on my head without using my hands.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time. I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Let's not go back there again.
I wonder where those 2 people we were following went. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit? That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Do you remember where we were?
Kind of. But remind me a little?
Okay. I was after the secret of Monkey Island, and I decided that the easiest path to the island was to sign on to crew on LeChuck's ship. I would mount a mutiny at some convenient time. There were 2 problems. I needed a mop to get the job, and they knew who I was. Now, back to the story. Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
It's thicker than I would have imagined. does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts. How's your day going?
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounderbirds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Word of advice, kid.
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Welcome to my shop.
Hi there. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
What's that lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys.
What's this lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
What's this lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
What's that lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's that key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
What's this key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house.
What's this key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Lock Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. It seems to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Things are not what they seem.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid! Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, green.
If one monocle is good, two is better. I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Hi there.
Hello. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. They're having a half-off sale. Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any...
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the... I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up, that only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented.
I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Yeah, I screwed up our anniversary.
Forgot the date?
Remembered the date. Forgot an important allergy. She's fully recovered.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Looks like a mugshot. Active little guys, aren't they? I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
the atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. That's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Looks like a mugshot. It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's soft and extra fuzzy. The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness fraud. It's hopeless. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. Grr. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication. Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. Hi there, little guy. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I remember when this place used to be wall-to-wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress. Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow, are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
I see you wear a peg leg despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town, but I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
It's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You could tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. It's cracker mix. Some assembly required. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. It's good for relieving stress. It doesn't seem interested. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. A classic specimen of Alata needlius. A carnivore. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Welcome back.
Hi. It doesn't seem interested.
Hi there.
Hello. What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
It'll be my ship soon enough. Hey.
Threepwood, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. Hey, watch it! Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness. As shown by your actions at Portobello, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, ugh, it looks like you tried to include personal details, but then you got them wrong. You don't know me at all. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. As shown by your actions at Santo Domingo, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax... It's a lot of work being governor. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Keep your hands off my mop! This will be excellent!
I say, janitor, if you see my waiter, tell him to hurry things up a bit. I'm positively famished. I say, janitor, if you see my waiter, tell him to hurry things up a bit. I'm positively famished.
He'll never complain again!
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. It's like a miniature dance party.
Keep your hands off my mop!
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long...
Ingredients indeed!
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally. Guess I lost my way. 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 Purple flowers. These must be lavender. Guess I lost my way. Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. It's like there's a welcoming committee. Wow! The distinctive shake tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shake tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Hey, little dear. It's probably time for them to fly south. I'll take a shortcut back. Look at the mop handle I carved. I only needed one tree to make it.
You found the tree! Oh, good thing you only took one branch. It's the last mop tree on the island. Very, very rare. Brilliant innovation. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine. So much to do.
Busy?
Yup.
Busy?
Yup.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredient. Are you done with the cookbook?
Seems like
I'd like
a
it back.
lot, but I'm still using it.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it. Ingredients indeed.
I made a mop. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
So much to do.
Museum of Pirate Lore. Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
What's a 6-letter word for pirate?
Pirate. There's some very tiny writing on it. The display case is locked. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Welcome back.
Hi. Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. I used to love these when I...
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
I used to love these when I was 6.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. I like things neat. Gotta get these edges. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mom would be proud. Crisp creases.
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. It doesn't seem interested. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or sweet rocket. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny Another resource has given its all in support. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Hey.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Three teaspoons in a tablespoon.
You remind me never to eat here again. At least they look healthy. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Oh, well, probably fine. Do I really have to salt it so often? Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it. 16 cups in a gallon. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it. Always confused about baking versus roasting.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Excellent. Ingredients indeed.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
He'll never complain again.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Keep up the good work, buddy.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a bat. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Do you get a lot of people in here?
This is the off season.
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Left first, then right. I like things neat. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.